not going to get bogged down with that, man, because I really, really, really get frustrated thinking about what happened tonight, man. Oh, man. Sports losses are bad, man. Did y'all see the De'Aaron Fox, man, crying after the Kentucky loss the other night, man, when they lost to who'd they lose to? Who'd Kentucky play? They lost to North Carolina, I believe. Or whoever they played, I can't remember right now. But when Kentucky lost, yeah, it was North Carolina. When Kentucky lost, did you see De'Aaron Fox in the locker room, man, crying like a freaking 3-year-old? And it was hard for me to even say anything, man, because, man, when you lose a game like that had so much on the line, it hurts. Like, it still hurts me today, the game that we lost to Lower Richland in 1987. Right. My last high school football game, man, we were at home. We were favored. And Lower Richland, what's Lower Richland mascot name? They out of Columbia. I can't even remember what their damn mascot is. Maybe it's the Paladins or something like that. Somebody in here from Columbia will tell me. Yeah, Lower Richland came to Monk's Corner, man, and they beat us, man. I cried like a bitch. I cried like a bitch. Shouts out to the grade 2 short today, man, because it hurts. You know, and at that point, I hadn't decided. I had a couple of options where I was going to play football, but, I mean, I didn't have no offer on the table for a full scholarship. I had a partial scholarship to Newberry College. Partial scholarship offers other places. It's a long story. But at that point, I didn't know if I was 100% going to play college football. And I've been playing ever since I was 7 years old. And when you get an opportunity, we were one game away. That was the lower state championship. We were one game away from the state championship. Nobody expected us to do that, you know. And so when the finality of the whole thing hits you, man, just like what happened to Fox, man, and that post-game little interview that he did, man, the emotions just take over. They do. Like, that's the real thing. That's the real question that comes into my mind about the Falcons going forward, man, is how do they mentally get over? They got a young team. It's a lot of young players that were big parts of that team this year. Psychologically, can they get over what happened? I mean, I'm just a guy that roots for the Falcons. I'm a fan per se, and I'm not even the biggest fan. I've said that before. You know, I just want to see my city do well and win championships. And it's still hurting me. Can you imagine how much it hurts those players, the young players? It's a lot to recover from, man. There's a lot to recover from, man. From Angry Black Man, Doug, you were hugged up with your teammate crying like Fox was. Like a bitch. Oh, man. Like my first couple of years of playing football when I was 7 and 8 years, we didn't lose a lot. So we probably lost maybe an average of maybe 2 games a year, and that was rare. I always tell a story, and this is a fact. This is a fact. You can ask anybody from the Monks going to Cowboys circa 1978. We went an entire season. Nobody scored a point on us. Okay? An entire season. Nobody scored a point. Not a field goal. I mean, at that age, you don't kick field goals and extra points. You know, you do the 2-point conversion. Nobody scored a touchdown on us the entire year. So whenever we lost, I cried like a bitch. Right. So we lost very rarely. My first couple of years, 77, 78, 79, we rarely lost. But when we did, I took it hard. Okay? And so when I got probably to Bantam and JV and varsity, I never cried after we lost. We lost games. And, you know, I was a kid when I cried. But so I went from not crying in a game between probably like 1978 to 1986. So 8-9 years in between, I'd never cried. But, boy, when we lost that damn last game and I got in that locker room and I took my damn shoulder pads off, I cried like a little bitch once again. I mean, it hurts. So I can only imagine at that level, De'Aaron Fox and those guys, all of those young players on Kentucky, they had a chance to make history. They were right there. And, I mean, really, they didn't lose the game. Like I said yesterday, they didn't lose. They just ran out of time. They just ran out of time. And so where this all ties into is we start talking about the Falcons. I hate that we did that. Shit. Damn. But to circle back around, man, is that's what I worry about for the Falcons. It's not about the can they execute on the field? They've shown that. They got a bunch of young players, man, that's coming back. You would think that they get better with more experience. But, man, in this case, a 25-point lead in the third quarter. From Derek, he says, one of the great things about youth is that you're more resilient. They'll bounce back. I hope so. You got to be headstrong. If you're a Falcons player, if you're Devondre Campbell, Deion Grant, Vic Beasley, Vic is only, this is what, his second year, third year? If you're those guys, man, yeah, I guess you can, forget about it and just move on. But still going to be hard. From Big Apple Bastard. He says, do your homework, Doug. Tom Brady eats avocado ice cream to help him stay in shape. Man, damn my avocado ice cream. Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast. Doug, you reaching, though. Young teams will get over it. Look at what UNC about to do after they lost last year in the crushing defeat. That's a very good point. 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 That's the example that you want to follow. I mean, North Carolina just lost in a bitter one last year in the championship to Villanova. Ooh, you're right. And a lot of those players came back. Jackson and Meeks and those guys, Ricks, you're exactly right. That's a good point. Hopefully the Falcons can follow suit. But I bet if I sat back and thought about it, teams that had an opportunity of a lifetime, and did they come back and do just as good or better the following year? I bet you I could come up with many examples of the latter as opposed to the prior. From Rough Buff, I cried when Ramon fell onto the third rail on Beach Street. Oh, man, let me see. Man, let me write this down. So I'm going to give you my top 5 most tragic deaths of young black men in movies. And Ramon technically ain't black, but he close enough. So, yes, when the great Ramon fell on the third track on Beach Street and fried like a darn fish, Ramon on Beach Street is one. Ooh. I'll write this one down. The great Cochise. the great Cochise and what was the name of the damn movie? I can't even remember the name of the damn movie right now. Somebody will tell me in the chat room on Spreaker.com. How about Ricky on Boys in the Hood? Ricky on Boys in the Hood. This is tragic. Why all the damn movies got to end with a young brother getting killed? Who do we have here? So we got Ricky on Boys in the Hood. Ricky! Thank you. Who said that? Corey. Thank you, Corey. The great Cochise and Cooley High. Before a lot of y'all time. But, man, I mean, that was the original young black dude about to make it out the ghetto and dies on tragically at the end. What was Cochise about to do? He was about to get a basketball scholarship. How many times have we seen that before? So Cochise gets killed. And the way that Cochise died, if you remember Cooley High, and I'm laughing, but it's not funny. I mean, Cochise died. The man fell and hit his damn head on a rail or something like that. And that was a drastic, ugly way to go out. What else? Let's see. Is any more missing? You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. We got 3. Oh, well, Tupac and Juice really don't count because Tupac was kind of like a hood. He wasn't going to no damn college or anything like that. Tupac and Juice. How about the great Kane and Minister Society? That was tragic. I need one more to have a 5, to have my list of 5, and these are all good. These aren't just like I'm throwing them in there, just because. I'm putting them in there because they're good. These are ones that I would put on my list. And if you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, we do top 5s all the time. They killed Cornbread. Cornbread, Earl, and me. Cornbread, Earl, and me. They killed Cornbread. I really don't remember that damn movie. I've seen that movie before, but I really don't remember it. Lawrence Fishburne's in there. So I'll put that at number 5. Okay, Cornbread, Earl, and me at number 5. At number 1 or at number 4, let's put Ramon on Beach Street. That was tragic. But some of these other deaths are more tragic. Ramon from Beach Street, that was tragic. That was horrible. I think that might need to go high on the list. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I mean, that man had a little baby. I mean, hell, he was painting trains for free each and every night. Nah, we'll leave it right there at number 4. Coming in at number... Ooh, this is tough, man. I mean, they all tough. I hate to even choose. Coming in at number 3... Coming in at number 3, man, was let's go Ricky. Let's go Ricky from Boys in the Hood. That's the most tragic killing of a black man at the end of a movie. Coming in at number 2, man, because I like Minister Society, and I just was rooting for Kane, man, because you knew Kane, he was conflicted. You could tell Kane had a good heart. He just was in the wrong environment. And, man, at the end, man, I'm going to put Kane at number 2, getting killed and capped in Minister Society. And number 1, man, I'm going to go back, and a lot of y'all need to go see this movie because a lot of y'all are greenhorns. Number 1 worst because I think because it was first, we have to put it at number 1. The number 1 worst death of a black man at the end of a movie when you thought he was about to get out of the hood was the great Cochise and Cooley High. Yeah. And on that note, let's get the hell out of here.
When Tupac was around, he wanted to raise a nation of thugs. But I think it's only right for me to raise a nation of bruhs. Frank Colvin, Ernest Judge, Oscar Cooper,
Oh, damn. Y'all gave me a couple of more options. All right, we'll put Radio Raheem from Do the Right Thing. Damn, that might need to be number 1. All right, so let's just put them as honorable mentions. Radio Raheem and Do the Right Thing. That was tragic. Tyra Banks and Higher Learning. That was tragic as hell. I mean, the only chick. Yeah. Tragic. Somebody says Malcolm for Malcolm X. I mean, we knew that was going to happen, though. Yeah, and my man Bootsy says Kane was moving to Atlanta. And that's probably why that touched my heartstrings a little bit more, too, because he was moving to my city. Man, I just start to think. Kane would have had a much better life in Atlanta than in South Central LA.
Make no mistake, God, I put you first.
Just tragic, just tragic. Hey, thank you for joining me today on the Doug Stewart Show. Shouts out to my man, Waterhead Walter, Poe Politicking, Dwayne Vassan, Gerald Oliveri, my engineers. Thank y'all. Yeah. Special shout out to my man Pink Gator for this hot track right here.